Brexiteer bin Habib has argued the EU is willing to sacrifice a good economic deal in order to have more political control. Former Brexit Party MEP bin Habib has claimed the EU has not negotiated with the UK in good faith. During an interview with Express.co.uk, Mr. Habib argued the EU has three main goals it wishes to achieve with Brexit, none of them being economic goals. He said the EU wants the UK and Boris Johnson's government to suffer for the decision to leave the EU, keep the UK closely aligned with the bloc and to protect the integrity of the rest of the Union. Regarding Boris Johnson's October Brexit trade deal ultimatum, he noted the EU was never worried about what would happen. Mr. Habib said, "I don't think the EU panicked for a moment. The reason I think they didn't panic for a moment is because, for them, Brexit isn't an economic matter." Mr. Habib highlighted what he believed to be the EU's true intentions in the Brexit talks. He said, the EU is not concerned about any loss of trade with the UK due to a poor, or no deal. They are in this negotiating for a political aim, which is to make sure that a number of things happen. One of those things being the UK pays a hefty price for Brexit and that the UK is tethered to the EU as much as possible going forward. In tandem with those two aims, the EU wants to make sure the EU project isn't undermined by the United Kingdom leaving the European Union. Mr. Habib argued the UK has attempted to negotiate with Brussels in good faith to ensure the best economic resolution. He said, the EU has a completely different agenda to the UK. Our agenda has always been that we have made the decision to leave and we want the best economic relationship we can have with the EU. This would be for our benefit and their benefit, but that is not how the EU is seeing things. Following Boris Johnson's Brexit ultimatum to the EU on October 15, Mr. Johnson insisted businesses should prepare for a no-deal situation. Chief Brexit negotiator Lord David Frost also told Michel Barnier that talks were over unless the EU shifted on their position. However, Mr. Barnier did eventually return to the table and talks did resume, though so far there has been little progress regarding a finalized trade deal between the UK and EU.